and welcome to another Inuyasha Kagome! Inuyasha Kagome! If you guys came here for this, then you're in the wrong neighborhood. Let's get into the video. So, as you guys can see, I'm doing this video by myself today because a friend of mine is somewhere else doing his thing, so check this out. I'm taking over his computer stuff. Yes! So, as you can tell by the title of the video, it's me, Preston, and I'm going over my top 5 favorite Sega Genesis games. Remastered, that is. Yeah. Alright, so let's get in with the video, shall we? And we're going to be starting off with number 5, which is, click, Ninja Turtles, Hyperstone Heist. Now, my friend told me whenever I was starting this video and getting all my pictures and stuff ready, he was like, Preston, dude, how come Hyperstone Heist is number 5 when its predecessor, Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, is number 1 for like SNES and whatever? And I told him that it was because, well, the SNES version holds far more, like a bigger grip on my nostalgia bones than this one does. And also, I just recently started playing this one, and where it is kind of the same, it just doesn't add up to the level of extreme, totally awesomeness that the SNES one does. I mean, yeah, they are basically the same, but, you know, I mean, you never forget your first love, so to speak, which would be the SNES version of Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, where this one is kind of good, but, you know. So, moving on to number 4, which is Real Monsters. So, oddly enough, this was actually my very first Sega Genesis games that I think I remember playing. It's this one, Real Monsters. Now, when it comes to the TV show, I mean, it was okay. I only watched like bits and pieces of it. But I guess that's what kind of made me want to play it on the Genesis. And where I was like really young when I played this, so I don't remember very much of it. Although a few days ago, actually I think it was just yesterday, I did play it. And yeah, it was exactly what I remembered it as. It was one of those games where it's not too hard, but not too easy to play. So, I mean, yeah, if you like Real Monsters, the cartoon, then I can recommend this game for you. And you can't really tell it by the title, but you can actually switch between playing all 3 of these characters. Now, I don't actually remember their names, per se, but that cool little freaking gremlin, purple-looking monster in the middle, he is actually my favorite. Because when you do basically your attacking move or your super move for each character, he like grows freaking gigantic and everything and like roars and screams and everything. It's really cool and I like it. So yeah, moving on to number 3, which is Pulseman. I love this game. It is so cool. Now, whenever I was making the pictures, well, not making them, but getting them off Google and everything, I thought that maybe this game was just released for, like, Japan or China or something like that. But I got to thinking, and I was doing some digging and doing a little bit more research, and it might have came for the United States also, for, like, the, not the Genesis, but, like, the handheld version of it. So, but anyway, I did play it, and it was actually a really, really fun game. You could tell that it was like Japanese inspired and everything, and yeah, I mean, here in a little while, whenever I get done making this video for you guys, I might hop back on my system and play it again, but yeah, it was actually really cool. You like go around and you have like a mastery over like lightning and thunder, and not so much thunder, but lightning. And it helps you with your attacks and everything. It is so cool. It almost has like a superhero slash like Power Ranger thing to it, if you catch my drift on that. But it's actually really, really fun. I really like it, and I recommend it. Moving on to number 2, which is Arrow the Acrobat. Now, whenever I was looking for games to put on my system, I came across this one. There's this one and there's part 2. Now, I haven't played part 2, but I did play part 1. And yeah, as you can kind of see by the picture, it has almost like a circus or carnival kind of feel to it, where you are this awesome bat creature and you're like bouncing around and doing stuff. Now, I can't give too much information on this one because I really didn't play it very long, but I can say that for the most part, it is really fun. Now, if I remember correctly, in the first level, you gotta go and like, I don't know, maybe like jump through hoops or something, or you gotta get 5 points basically, and I can't really remember what all it was, but I can tell you that it was actually really fun. Next time I do a video for you guys, I'm going to try to remember to play this game a little bit more, and that way whenever I hop back on here and do a video for you guys, I can kind of give you a little bit more deeper information on the game. But I can say right now, all 5 of these games, I do recommend them because they are really fun. If you want to play some really awesome retro games for the Genesis, then I recommend these ones. So moving on to number 1, which shouldn't be too much of a surprise. After all, this is the Genesis. And my number 1 game is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, we're not talking about this movie, Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, no, no, no. We do not talk about that on this channel. No. Well, we may talk about the Jim Carrey as Eggman, but we do not talk about Sonic. No. No, no, no. Stop it. We do not talk about it. But I want to talk about the game for you. Now, the game is really fun. Now, if you're a 90s kid or you grew up around the late 80s, then you should know how awesome this Sonic the Hedgehog game is. And I'm trying my best not to laugh right now because of what I just said, but Sonic the Hedgehog is a really good game. There's Sonic, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 2. I would put all of them on here, but like I said before, you can't beat the original, as Sonic the Hedgehog is a really good game for the Sega Genesis. I like Sonic so much that, heck, I may even give the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie a try. But no, not right now. And Sonic, this Sonic game is my favorite for this system. But Sonic Adventure DX is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game of all. I even like the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, because you know, that is no good. And the whole chili dog thing. Heck, our friend Andre, Black Nerd Comedy, I mean, he could tell you how awesome Sonic the Hedgehog is. By the way, shout out to you, Andre. You know, people watching my video, they can give you a heads up, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon would be Sonic X, because that's the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon I grew up with. Now, I didn't really grow up with the that is no good type of Sonic, but it was still a good show. But yeah, I mean, growing up with those Sonic characters in the TV shows, whenever I was able to play this Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis, I mean, it's just awesome. It's kind of laid back, you know, side-scroller. I wouldn't really say platformer. It might be platformer, but I'm not sure. But anyway, yep, so there you go. Kind of short and sweet and to the point. Well, thank you all for watching. If you like it, thumbs it up. Tell your friends. We should have our links down below to our social media stuff. Yeah, thumbs up. Hit the bell to be notified about our future upcoming videos. And if there's nothing more that I can say, then I hope to see all you beautiful sons of guns again next time.